The vanishing of Officer Claire Nolan. When Officer Claire Nolan failed to report for her 6 a.m. shift at the Millbrook Police Department, alarms immediately went off. The 34-year-old patrol officer was known for her reliability, a steady, approachable presence in the quiet Midwestern town where nearly everyone knew her by name. Her squad car was later found parked on the shoulder of a rural road just outside town. Driver's door ajar, engine off, with her duty belt and radio inside. There were no signs of a struggle. At first, investigators suspected a random act of violence, a botched carjacking or a violent encounter during a routine stop. The community rallied quickly. Volunteers organized searches through the nearby cornfields. Social media flooded with her smiling photos, and the department publicly vowed to leave no stone unturned. But as the days passed, the narrative began to twist. Detectives recovered security footage from a gas station 2 miles away showing Claire alone at 4:17 a.m., buying coffee, but her face looked strained, distracted, and she was out of uniform. The next day, a discovery made the case turn darker. Claire's phone, found in a dumpster behind an abandoned hardware store, had its SIM card removed, and fragments of burned paper were found nearby, including one corner of a letter with the header of a divorce attorney's office. Millbrook had always seen Claire as the town's big sister, the officer who de-escalated fights at the high school and hand-delivered groceries to the elderly. But beneath that composed exterior, a different life was emerging. Her marriage, long believed to be stable, had been crumbling for months. Investigators uncovered late-night text exchanges with an unknown number saved as only R, and financial records revealing that she had withdrawn $15,000 in cash over the past 3 weeks. Then came the first real break. Tire tracks matching a black pickup truck were found near the abandoned hardware store. That same model belonged to Ryan Keller, Claire's childhood friend, former colleague, and the man her estranged husband had accused her of seeing too often. Former colleague. And the man her estranged husband had accused her of seeing too often. Ryan was brought in for questioning. His story was that they had met for coffee the night before her disappearance to discuss personal matters, but parted ways before dawn. He denied involvement, calm, almost rehearsed. 3 days later, a fisherman found a waterproof duffel bag in the river containing Claire's off-duty clothes, a burner phone, and a journal. The journal painted a woman trapped between duty and fear. Notes about threats from a source inside the department, concerns over corruption tied to a recent drug seizure, and repeated mentions of starting over. The final twist unraveled when detectives matched the burner phone's messages with Ryan's number. Their communication wasn't romantic. It was about planning her departure. Claire had been investigating fellow officers' involvement in siphoning seized narcotics for resale, and she feared for her life. Ryan, a former cop turned private security contractor, had been helping her plan to leak documents and leave town quietly. The night she vanished, they were supposed to drive to a safe house in another state. But she never arrived. 2 months later, Claire's body was discovered in a drainage ditch 20 miles away, a single gunshot wound to the chest. Forensics revealed the bullet came from a service weapon belonging not to Ryan, but to her estranged husband, Detective Mark Nolan. It wasn't a crime of passion, it was desperation. Facing financial ruin and the exposure of his role in the drug ring, he confronted her that night, convinced her to stop the leak, and when she refused, pulled the trigger. The revelation shattered Millbrook. The officer everyone trusted had been silenced by the man she once loved, a man sworn to uphold the same badge she carried with pride. Former colleague. And the man her estranged husband had accused her of seeing too often.